Dr. Jessica Ash here. Welcome to week 2, day 6 of our daily breath, building on all of the knowledge that we had before, scaffolding. Thank you, Kurt Kruger, for this adventure.
Well, it's an adventure with us, and it's not just me, it's all of us. That's the beauty, because as we give, we receive. And there's a beautiful, that's the Tao, so to speak. It's like a little ball that we hand back and forth. We give, we take, we give, we take it. But you can't receive if your hands aren't open. And so we're going to open our hands and we're going to get to do the practice of roller coaster fingers. And we get to be able to breathing in is
Oh,
enough,
so,
and to just do
so.
if you like what makes you feel better, you can do it out loud easily. Just don't do it out loud in public. They might think you're crazy, but that's okay too, because we need crazy people in the world. People thought that Buckminster Fuller was crazy. He almost went crazy, but he was saved by an inspiration. He had an epiphany. He created over 500 patents. Amazing man. But we're going to be able to just calm the mind down, amazing ourselves. Amaze ourselves by giving ourselves the time to chill out.
So,
One,
so,
as a child,
so, so,
then go at the rate of your
so,
is more.
so,
Release the breath.
so,
Or
so, so,
who held his breath, it's called kumbhak in Sanskrit, for over 30 minutes in an airtight container.
so.
His name was Swami Nada Brahma. They tested him at the Neuropsychiatric Institute at UCLA in 1974. The breath, when it is still, makes amazing resources available to you. The only picture in Winning Ways for Living is a picture of a man lifting over 7,000 pounds off a standard. And if somebody wants to be happier, you can send me a request through the website asking for the happiness email. On that happiness email, it will have anything you cannot do, which shows the picture and describes the event and how he did it. So if you're adventurous, like you are with doing roller coaster fingers as you were breathing in, as you were breathing out, you can be still and know that.
I said yesterday that I know so many people who need to still their mind. And they asked me, how can I still my mind? And this practice, we're almost at the end of 2 weeks now. It's really brought me great focus and helped me to be able to do everything I need to do in my life. And I really want to ask the people, and I hope they type down below, the ones who tell me they need to still their mind, are you doing it? Because it's working for me. And I'm not a chanter. I'm never going to speak in tongues. But and I wonder how many people out there who can't still their mind, who are just like, oh, that's dorky. Who's going to do that? And like, I don't know what to say to that person.
You don't have to. You can say, well, I'll give you an example. I was teaching at Berwendo Junior High School. It's downtown LA. It's now in Koreatown. At that time, the two biggest Black gangs and the two biggest Latino gangs were at that school. I was breaking up a fight a day, taking away a weapon a week. I was teaching history in a bungalow surrounded by the football field and the basketball courts. They had to come in and learn history from me. So I said, okay, put your books down on the corner of the table, put your homework on the corner, the other corner, and sit up straight and close your mouth and eyes and just pay attention to your breath coming in and going out until I tell you to open your eyes. So they did that for the first week or two. Then I added a mantra like Hum So, but I was what you might call cultic in those days. And so I said, Om Namah Shivaya. And I told him why Om Namah Shivaya, what it meant, and why you would do it, because millions of people for thousands of years have done this particular mantra. And this big, young black man, he's about 6'5", 250. That's not bad for ninth grader. He says, I ain't going to do that shit. What are you talking about? Om Namah Hu. I said, John, I do not know if you are doing this or not. I do know your mouth and eyes are closed. If you choose to do it, it's your choice. You can benefit from it. I've already benefited from it. Because that's one of the things I did on the hijacked airplane to calm my mind down. Because I'm not sure if I said it before, but I was on a hijacked airplane in 1977. You could look it up if you'd like to, Japan hijack. So this works. It only works when you work it. It's like eating. You only get fed when you feed yourself.
Well, and this reminds me of another conversation I often have. I have friends who are obese and depressed. And I'll say to them, well, we know that if you physically move your body in any way possible, physically move your body, and you're less depressed. And you're healthier. And they still refuse to move their body physically. And guess what? They're still depressed. And if I knew that doing something could help me live a better life and have a longer health span, I would do it. So,
can I give you a pointer?
Yeah.
Sometimes people who need help have a hard time asking for help. And when you offer to give them help, by like being a buddy, say, let's go for a walk today. Let's walk together each day and talk about beautiful, positive things. You don't have to talk about anything in particular, but you get to walk with them. And what do they get? They get your beautiful heart. They get your beautiful time, which is worth so much. They get to be able to feel better. You feel better because you will see them feeling better. And when they are getting that exercise, they may decide to eat better food. And you can even coach them on that if they'd like. You can ask them. Asking is important. Like when sometimes you'll say, try or work at it. Yeah. And I say, what? You say, just do it. You're doing it. You're not trying, but it doesn't happen all the time yet. But it's happening. And we get to do it. We don't have to do it. We take the effort out. And so many of us need a buddy. That's why teams work so well together. It can be one person as a buddy. That's somewhat of a little team, like in team handball. You have 7 people or whatever, and so on and so forth. Depends on the numbers. The more the merrier. We're not necessarily a soccer team, but we get to be able to play with each other, for each other. And this is so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, the end of day 6. Please type in the chat below. Let us know if it's helping you or how you feel about it. And here is Kurt's website. Okay, see you for the day 7 of week 2, Kurt. Bye.
Adios.